Today, from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Leading the Packers offense out here, the same man who has been doing so since 2008. That's the great Aaron Rodgers.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive, because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air, receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with second and a couple.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. Fourth down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Extreme Elements bot running robot.
Sterling Hoffrichter out now on fourth down. Back deep, Tariq Cohen. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Well, for a little bit we thought his story had concluded, but not to be. Here's Tom Brady in his 23rd NFL season, leading the Bucs offense out once again.
And I saw that he had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's going to try and find a way to get the home crowd involved early.
Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And they worked as well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
What's up, Dom? What's going on, man?
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10.
How you been?
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. They give him 4 yards there.
Good, bud.
And 6. The Bucs at 0-2 here to begin the season.
Playing a little football, you know.
They made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They thought they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room. But they do have to start winning some games.
Brady now on first down. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The numbers for Evans in last week's ball game. 5 catches, 51 yards.
Having a nice season. Number 8 in the league in receiving yards. And not just making his team happy, but anyone who's picked him in fantasy football.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down.
Cheers. I see you play 4 quarters. Respect.
Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Brady.
Yeah, I can't do short quarters, man. I play as coach, so stats are a big deal. And I need the stats to be accurate. So it's got to be a full game. That way I can read the stats and judge everything.
Over the middle, it's complete. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Cade Otton, his second touchdown on the season. And the Buccaneers are on the board first here this afternoon. Now, this is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever.
That makes sense. I was wondering how you were able to see the route.
For an escalator.
You answered my question.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. Set now to kick this one.
Yeah, I kind of started playing like this about 4 years ago, 5 years ago.
Here's Jakeem Grant.
I like playing as the coach. You know, the hiring, firing, contracts, building a team.
Where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
And then I watch most of the games.
Offense here coming back out for their second drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be.
And hopefully I don't get fired.
Series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you
I
go.
might give this a try to play when I'm high or drunk.
Come up on 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. This one swung
I
out.
can't play video games when I'm under the influence.
Oh, that's when I play the best. I get zoned in. So I get high.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
It's fun to play like this, but you got to keep up with it. You know what I mean? Because of the salary cap and the way building a team works, you got to be smart with the money.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at
You can be fired if you run the team in the ground or mess up. They'll fire you.
We've seen quite a bit of the short.
Hopefully another team will pick you up.
First quarter, haven't we?
But you got to keep up with it because you got to have a plan for this year, next year. Then if you do good, people want more money. You can't pay everybody. It's got to be a balance.
Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. The numbers on the ground for Jones last week. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
Touchdown, Packers.
Oh, man.
Dobbs with his first career NFL touchdown.
I thought I was going to get picked.
And the Packers
That was close.
an extra point of tying up this ball game. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's
Yeah, I thought he was going to get an interception. It looked like he was almost going to one-hand it.
That one is going to be
Just missed it.
Forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make
Just
a
missed it.
impact at that position
Damn.
at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after.
This should be a good game between the Packers.
It's up and good. So these teams match
Are
touchdowns.
you choosing to not call plays?
7-7. That time a 6-play drive.
Yeah, I'm not
And
calling
that
plays.
drive all capped off with a Romeo Dobbs touchdown.
Sometimes I do.
So all even at 7 now. As
Usually only during like big games or the first preseason game
Take it
or
in at the 3.
certain players I want to see or something.
Down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Usually I do it like this though because I want to see if the team's working,
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Yeah, makes sense.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So
It's just like watching football on TV. Except the game doesn't go the way you like it, you can fire somebody when it's over.
This defense for the Packers, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
I liked his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On play action, now Brady. This is caught by Evans. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Evans' 1,000-yard streak to start his career remains intact and is now at 8 years strong. And in his 8th season, came a career-high 14 touchdown catches as well. Another similar season, and Mike Evans will cross the 10,000-yard milestone this year. Easy first down pickup for the superstar wideout.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10.
This is the game I play when I'm just chilling, smoking.
Do you think Mike Evans is a Hall of Famer?
41-yard line. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
I mean, he has to be, right? He's the only player that has 9 straight seasons, 1,000 yards.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this.
Since he came into the NFL, he's had 1,000 yards every season.
First down, here's White.
Second to him is Randy Moss.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone.
Randy Moss had 8. Mike Evans has 9.
Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also
If he gets 1,000 yards this season, he'll break his own record with 10.
If you give him any type of blocking, always talk about.
Yeah, 10K yards in the championship. I think he is.
We've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it.
Yeah, he's not a flashy kind of guy, you know what I mean?
This time it's Fournette.
He's underrated.
Right, he is underrated.
2nd and 2.
He's not real flashy, talk a lot. He just kind of gets the job done. You don't even notice it. Like, towards the end of the year, he's got 1,000 yards. You don't really notice.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings
He just gets the job done.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Devondre Campbell,
no.
linebacker, picks it. He's at the 40.
Come on, Brady.
20. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult,
Mike's real good in the red zone, though. Mike Evans, he's a real good red zone guy. Reminds me of like Calvin Johnson back in the day. He's like really good with the high ball. You just throw it up there.
Excellent blocking and picked up a touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Crosby, and that makes the score 14-7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Yeah, I think he is 6'4", right? Dude's a problem to stick.
Yeah, he's like 6'4", 6'5", something like that, 200 something. I think he's like 220 or something. He's a big guy. He's a thick guy. He's like an old school receiver, you know what I mean? Thick, tall, not that fast.
Oh, felt like that move deserved more than he got there. A gain of 2.
Like a Brandon Marshall, Calvin Johnson.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady. This is White on the screen. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you get those
he's the favorite.
That they might get hit with a screen.
He's the favorite player of every Tampa fan.
And if you do that,
like when Brady came to Tampa, it wasn't Brady's offense; it was Mike Evans' offense.
Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady.
Mike Evans is the guy in Tampa.
This to Russell Gage. And he has a big gain inside.
On the 15. Yeah, I agree with you.
26 as they pick up the first down in the process.
Right.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Yeah, facts. I see more Evans jerseys than Brady.
Now here's 1st and 10.
Yeah.
At the 38. From the gun, it's Brady.
That's just because he's been there so long. Like he was there when they were trash, and he was still getting 1,000 yards. No matter who the quarterback is, no matter, you know what I mean. The last player for Tampa that was that popular was Mike Allstott.
They'll look to throw again.
Oh,
as he throws there,
Brady got killed.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more.
I saw Coach Gruden 2 months ago.
Oh, did you?
Brady gives this to White.
He's all right. I was never that impressed with him.
Not sure if he resides here, but he'll be around.
Yeah, he's got a house here.
9, that leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
I don't know where all he stays or whatever, but I know he's always had a house here in Tampa since he coached in Tampa. He's all right. I mean, weren't nobody special or nothing, I didn't think. He just knows the West Coast offense good, that's all.
Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Fournette. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. And his kick is good. And they'll cut the lead.
We'll take it. Points is points.
14-10.
I've been struggling fucking so far this season, man. 0-2.
Long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle.
I don't know why.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer,
Interceptions and
that would have made their decision tougher. And I think they.
I got an all brand new coaching staff too, so that kind of messes up awareness and stuff. Progressing.
So here are the Packers now to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers.
The GM asked me my predictions for the season, and I said playoffs. So if I don't make the playoffs, they'll fire me.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
My first year coaching, so if I get fired.
How accurately this game simulates real life, but I know I've never seen a team win season 1 with new coaches. It's so hard.
Right.
Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in
Yeah,
the stat
I mean,
sheet. You know darn well both of these
there's ways to
teams
cheat it.
review the film.
You could cheat if you wanted to.
5 sacks last week. Got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try
But it's not a multiplayer game, so I ain't cheating nobody but myself. You know, I'm just me playing football myself. So if I cheat, I'm just cheat my own game.
And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete.
Jesus, just threw it out there.
Too good there. The contact
Usually I like to be a bad team, though, like usually I'm the Texans or something like that. Right.
Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And it will
usually I like to rebuild a bad team.
they take over. The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take
See if I can make playoffs in the first 3 years, 5 years, something like that.
They were forced to take the short.
If we lose game, you might have to start calling plays low.
You know, coaches look at these short field goals
Maybe.
as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives
Well, if it
are
wasn't
supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board.
Brady, I'd probably call plays.
It's like going to the county fair.
But just because it's Brady and his awareness is real high,
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
I'm pretty confident. Because my playbook's mainly just a lot of passing.
Up the middle with White, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Again, Brady? What the fuck?
Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And the Packers are in great shape here as they take over. 36-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions.
I think Brady's thrown like 4 picks in the last 2 games.
Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
I mean, my offense is a lot of deep passes and shit, so it kind of produces a lot of them. But damn, come on, man.
Having an off game. This out probably messing with his head.
About to 37. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
Oh, I'm sure Tom Brady has a lot of problems, but women probably ain't one.
Get out there, stop the offense, but you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Jones. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Jones. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
All right, defense.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Throwing is Rodgers. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
Nice.
And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. We've now seen 3 consecutive 1-yard gains, and it brings up 4th down.
All right, Brady, let's get it together.
And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this will stay a 4-point game.
Everything looked good Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And
that was crazy.
Incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down.
Get rid of it. Get rid of it.
And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter.
Come on, Brady. What are you doing, man?
Through one on EA Sports.
What are you
Here comes the
doing?
Buccaneers punter now. Back deep, Jakeem Graham. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return.
And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
Some good games coming up here in week 3, the first week.
At least it wasn't a pit roll.
Right.
Broncos from Denver. 49er fans are probably saying,
That's
wait,
true.
I thought we were done with Russell Wilson. No, they'll see him tonight. And then on Monday night, Cowboys and Giants from MetLife Stadium kicking off at 8:15 Eastern. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Need the defense to have a good game.
Right there. And so far in this game,
They've been too good last 2 games.
They're taking advantage of it.
The defensive line is really good. Just need the other guys to play well.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Open. And I think the ball's out.
Ooh.
But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate.
I know, right?
Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. The fumble on
It was a
first
great tackle.
down.
Put the
Now
shoulder on
here's
him.
2nd down.
An inside give to Jones. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Oh, I hope they run it. I got pretty good defensive line.
Had Tomlin in fantasy last year. Huge disappointment.
Oh, really?
And this is
I've never
gonna
tried
lead to another
fantasy.
First down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 25-yard line. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass and they get 12
I'd probably be
yards
pretty
out
good
of
at it. I'm pretty big on stats and stuff like that. I watch a lot of football stuff.
Effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Rodgers now on 1st down.
I like talking shit, and that's mostly what we do. I love it.
Right at the 20-yard
Right.
line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers
Got Dobbs over the middle.
and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
Oh, they'll try the jet sweep here with Lazard.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up
Good defense.
2nd and goal. Here's Rodgers to throw. This will be caught at about the 5.
Another good defensive
This
play.
offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and goal.
Pick.
Now Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's
Good defense, though.
incomplete. So now on 4th down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try.
The kick by Crosby.
I gotta hold myself back sometimes because that side of me comes out with the GT community and they usually can't talk shit back, which makes.
So yeah, GT community is really soft.
Here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot.
I agree with you.
Solid return, pretty good field position.
I don't care though. I troll them in the chat.
So out come the Bucs now. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a first.
Usually when the race is over and they bitch in the chat, I tell them I'm 8 and I'm playing on controller with my feet.
Now
I've noticed.
He's got his big tight end fan. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's just
tears of joy.
it's just a game, you know what I mean?
Throwing now is Brady.
It's not that serious.
Going right back to Fant. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go. Brady going to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Evans. And he is going to have a Bucs first down.
Yeah, I don't like to be that serious with it, man. I do it to have fun.
Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage.
Gotta go though. Good luck, bro. Catch me next time.
All right, Don, man. Thanks for coming by.
They will run with White out of the shotgun. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. On second down, here's Fournette. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. Otten brings
nice
it in
play
over the middle. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Throw it, throw it, throw it.
Inside handoff now to Fournette. And he'll fight
Told you to throw it.
on the straight ahead running for just a couple of yards.
Should just do it down the field.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Running out of the gun with White.
Stop trying to run it.
Gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain.
Oh, come on with running.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
Might as well go for it. Run it again.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's going to have the Bucs first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Up the gut, Fournette, and he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards.
Stop running it.
Coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win.
Throw the ball, man.
Offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 24, Brady. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Shotgun now for Brady. Open man is Miller. He's got it.
Nice.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Oh, come on, man.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw on second down. Brady.
A pass underneath for Fournette.
And
what was that?
Get it down to the 7. And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on third.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to end up incomplete.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was
Thought
ready
he
to
had it
jump
for a
in
second.
and deny it, and they did.
And this one is right through. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Another drive coming up for this Packers offense.
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Now it's Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers.
He'll go right back to Tunyon.
Up the middle, Jones.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Rodgers going to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
Good defense.
The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today. But they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Here's Sterling Hoffrichter now
as he's on to punt for Green Bay. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down.
Yeah, need to do something.
We'll see. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here's White. They set up the screen.
Nice play.
He takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First down Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Slant route to Miller. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. He's got his tight end Fant, and he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's a give to Fournette. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Fournette once more on 2nd down. And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 39. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Great play.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before
Great
he's out
play.
of bounds. Brady to Gage for a Tampa 1st. Here's Brady to throw. He's got Perriman. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
I remember at halftime, I want to move some receivers around.
Here's Brady. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Brady. And a catch right side by Evans. And the Buccaneers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. They like going to him in the slot.
Let's go, Mike.
Catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
To throw is Brady. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is
way
who's
too
gonna get to the
long.
quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. And we just saw
Hey,
the
what's
first
up,
one
Galvin?
of this game.
Yeah, I agree, man. CPU sometimes, I don't know what their deal is.
1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. To throw, it's Brady. This is the tight end Fant. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on touchdown?
Look at that.
Russell Gage, his 1st touchdown of the new season.
Look at that.
And the Bucs are once again back in front.
Show us
That's
party.
one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense, too.
That's a great point, because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that gives them a 3-point lead.
As a Vikes fan, I really hope the Boots win this one.
15 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs.
I hear you.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Packers with the football here late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range.
Did you want to get Aaron Rodgers? That would have been pretty cool. Y'all got Brett Favre. Then you get Aaron Rodgers. That would have been pretty cool.
Down. And that throw behind his
was
man.
That?
He missed him. Incomplete. Here's second and 10.
I think he's just throwing it away.
29. To throw, it's Rodgers. That's complete right side to Lazard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock.
I feel like he's coming here once Kirk is gone, just like Favre came here.
Yeah, it'd be cool.
And that's caught inside the 30. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Favre played good for y'all.
The big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. This one swung out here to Jones. So he stopped for no gain. And it's 2nd down. Rodgers now to throw. That'll be incomplete.
Good defense.
As the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers.
Oh, no.
Watson complete. And it's a Packers touchdown. Christian Watson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Well, someone has a sense of the dramatic here, don't they? Scoring this late in the half to take the lead going into the locker room.
Now they just don't want to misstep misfortune on the next kickoff because there's still a little bit of time left on that clock.
Yeah, you do have to bring that up, don't you? In the NFL, every play is critical. And if you give up something cheap there, all that advantage they just gained goes right out the window.
So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was all capped off.
Kick return for a touchdown or something.
Christian Watson fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25.
Yeah, got time for one play.
As they line up to kneel on it.
Yeah, I kneel.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando. It's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. We get started up in the great state of Washington. Atlanta making the trip to Lumen Field to take on Seattle. And it's the Seahawks who have the lead as those two teams approach halftime. The Seahawks trying to gut this one out as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. From there, we head down to the desert. Check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale.
I don't care who wins that.
And you can see there it's the visiting L.A. Rams who have the lead in that one. Cooper Kupp, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And they were losers in that ball game to the visiting New Orleans Saints. Andy Dalton, 2 touchdown passes as his guys remain unbeaten. And our game has been Aaron Rodgers, who was on target in the first half. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
Whatever. We'll win. I got faith.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Bucks ready to go here to be.
Try to get the young guy in there. He's my development guy.
On first down, Brady.
If I don't get fired, he'll start next year or two.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Fournette running out of the gun. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 57 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Well, this has been all that we'd hoped for. 2 of the game's all-time great QBs slugging it out in a 1-score game here in the second half. 1st and 10.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Fournette running wide side. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Dean Lowry drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Six-yard return after a punt of 48. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers.
Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw brought in by Watson.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On first down, Rodgers.
Pass to Lazard, bringing it in on the crossing route. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Jakeem Grant, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And they're able to add on to their advantage. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a
you gotta get it together here. Come on,
drive going here.
What are we doing?
Every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs.
Bad.
Because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. 3 yards on that last carry.
All right, let's start throwing it. Stop with all that running. 3rd quarter, let's go.
They run the draw play. This is White.
Push forward to the 37, gain of 2.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Brady now to throw.
Noah Fant with a catch on the crossing route.
Get in here. I can't watch any more run plays. Let's turn Brady loose.
Now Brady. Other side of midfield.
Now we're doing something.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
Good play.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8.
I'll take that every time.
Again, they'll throw with Brady.
Quick throw, finding Mike Evans.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the...
And I think his arm's gotten stronger throughout his career, too.
Yeah, and you can just see one of many examples.
There it is.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone.
There it is.
Tampa Bay. Noah Fant, 31 yards.
And the Bucs have cut it back within a score. Well, he's regarded as one of the best athletes among NFL top.
How about his ability to get downfield and make
plays? He caught it, didn't catch it. Caught it. What happened?
But Charles, now we take a look here at their 2022 draft class. No first-round pick for them this year, but it seems.
Come on, defense. Nope.
Throwing on first down is Brady. This is caught by Evans.
Nice.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27.
Very solid.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw into the hands of Fan.
Just a gain of a couple there. And that will bring up second down.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch it and turn upfield and pick up the first down.
A handoff to Fournette.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
Great play.
Good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Brady.
Open man here, Schwartz complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Now Leonard Fournette. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Oh.
And that is incomplete.
He missed. Come on, man. So I have no luck. All right, here we go. Need something big here.
Brady now on 1st down.
Out route, and the ball is caught by
Beautiful.
Godwin.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd?
Hey, defense. Come on, we got much time here. We gotta get it together. Gotta get it together. Oh, no. Getting destroyed here.
Brady now on 1st down.
A quick pass here to Godwin.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 45-yard line. Brady going to throw.
Completes it again to Gage. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as
How's it going?
that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Hey, well, how's it going, man?
Now on 1st and 10.
Brady.
Well, not going too good, I guess.
And the timing a bit off that time as that would
Getting beat up a little bit here.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Again, it's Brady. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
Guys with his talent in the pocket.
Who was outs we had in the season?
Intense conversation.
Week 3
line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
I mean, we're good. Just it's a new franchise, so you know, rookie coach, rookie offensive coordinator, rookie defensive coordinator. Or it'll be a second half season team.
Open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Now Brady got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. So it's all
that'll be the end of my football endeavors for the evening.
And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses.
Play again tomorrow.
Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team
Turn it around.
that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win.
Bet what time will you be streaming?
Around the same time. Maybe a little earlier. I got a late start on football tonight.
All right, I'll be here. Just subbed so I will get the notification.
Oh, nice, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, come on back, man. I'm going to do it again tomorrow. I'll pick it up from right here. All right, everybody. Thanks for coming by.